Whoa, you are back. Welcome. And I know the video is very late, but do you want to know why it is? It's all because of you. You did not embrace the vision of the channel. You did not embrace the quality of the videos. You did not embrace the motto of the channel. You did not watch the videos fully. You did not like the videos. You did not share the videos. You did not subscribe to the channel. And it's all because of you. Yes, you, the one who is watching the video. Okay, I'm sorry for the hill turn, but let's get started with the video. So first we will discuss what is RAM, then how it works, and then we will discuss whether you should go for a 16GB DDR3 or an 8GB DDR4 RAM. So let's get started with the video. First, what is RAM? I know a lot of you guys understand what is RAM and know that RAM stands for random access memory. So RAM is a type of storage device, little like hard disks and SSDs and pen drives, but not much. So there are a lot of differences between a RAM and an SSD or a hard disk or any flash storage device, but for the consideration of the video we will consider only two. So first difference between any flash storage device like SSD or HDD and RAM is that RAM is the volatile memory, while HDD and SSD and any flash storage device is non-volatile memory. So let me explain what is volatile and what is non-volatile. So many times what you have done is that you have copied games for your friend's pen drive and pasted in your hard disk or SSD, and so that mom doesn't scold you, you shut down your computer and play the game next time. So when you open your computer next day or next time, anytime, then you find that your game is still there. But if you open any application on your computer and then shut down your computer and then again open your computer, then you won't find your application running after opening the computer. Why? Because it is saved in RAM. So the difference between volatile and non-volatile memory is that HDD and other non-volatile memory can retain the data, the resources even after being power cut off, but the RAM is a volatile memory. That means as soon as the power gets cut off from the RAM, it releases all the resources and all the data it holds. So that is what the difference, first difference. And second difference is that RAM is really very fast than HDD or SSDs. For consideration, a RAM is typically 20 to 50 times faster than any SSD or any hard disk or any pen drive. Listen, I'm not saying 20% or 50%, I'm saying 20 times or 50 times. That's a hell lot of speed. So that's why RAMs are very fast. There is also a concept of rank 8 and rank 16 memory. So I will tell you in the next part of the video. But now tell me in the comment section below that which memory is faster than RAM. Tell me in the comment section below, and if your comment is right and if your answer is right, your comment will be featured in my next video. So go and comment down the answer of this question and let's get. So how RAM works? I know you must be knowing that I'm not gonna tell in the video how RAM works. I'm not gonna tell it. Okay, I'm gonna tell it how RAM works. So whenever you open any application, all the processes happens and all the processes are carried out by the processor. That's why it is called processor. So processor carries out all the processes that happens in an application when you open any application. So what happens is that the processor is very fast compared to HDDs or SSDs. So to match the speeds of processor, we have to use RAM. Whenever we open any application, the RAM loads all of the data and all of the resources of the application into the RAM and then provides that data, that resources to the processor to process the things. So that's how it is work. Now if HDD or SSDs would have transferred data directly to the processor, then the processes would have been very slow and very lag. So that's why RAM are used. So you know that the RAM has frequencies like typical DDR4 RAM has frequency like 30 to 100 megahertz, that is around 3 gigahertz to 3.2 gigahertz. And you know our processor also have frequency from 2.3 gigahertz to 4.5 gigahertz and so on, ranging. Different processors have different frequency. So RAM matches the speed of processor. That's why so RAM provides all the data to the processor. So that is how it works. Now coming to the R8 and R16 concept. So this affects only games, not other applications. So what happens in that is that you know that games are very big, like 64GB, 100GB, 120GB games are there. So and our RAM is only 8GB or 16GB or maximum 64GB people use, not more than that. So what happens is that there is 64GB RAM, but our resources are of 100GB, 120GB. So what happens is that the resources which are required at the time are loaded in the memory or loaded in the RAM and then provided to the processor or graphics card, you can say, and then the frames are rendered. But as soon as the old resources are not needed and new resources are needed, the reading and writing happens at the same time. So what happens is that R8 RAM is faster than R16 RAM. So whenever you have to choose any RAM between R8 and R16, then you must choose R8. If you are doing other tasks, then there is no problem. If you are playing games, then you must go with the R8 RAM, because the typical difference between an R8 and R16 RAM is of, in the games, around 10 to 15 FPS. Now that all depends on the game, which type of game it is. In some games it is around 20 to 25 FPS, while in some game it is around 0 FPS. So that depends on games, but an R8 RAM helps you a lot in gaming. So an R8 RAM is faster, not I can say really faster, but it is way more efficient than an R16 RAM. So it loads the new resources very fastly and it removes all the old resources very fastly than an R16 RAM. That's why there is difference. And now you say that in games why it is needed, because in games FPS is needed. The more the FPS, the smoother will be the gameplay. So that's why an R8 RAM is recommended while gaming. So that is how RAM works. So in short, I can say how RAM works is that the RAM loads all the data and resources whenever an application is opened into itself, and then provides that resources and data to the processor so that it can process the things. That's the simple thing how RAM works. Now let's move on to which RAM you should buy, whether you should buy an 8GB DDR4 RAM or 16GB DDR3 RAM. But before proceeding to the next part, the question is still pending: which memory is faster than RAM? Comment down your answer. If your answer is right, your comment will be featured in my next video. So 16GB or 8GB? Well, before proceeding to this question, if you have a little bit more money, then go for 16GB DDR4 RAM. That would be the ideal and sweet choice for you. But if you don't want to spend that money, then the choice is yours. I mean, I can tell you circumstances, I can tell you situations, but I can't tell you which RAM you should go for. I will tell you conditions and situations, and according to your condition and situation, you have to go for that RAM. So why you should choose a 16GB DDR3 RAM? So if you have antivirus in your computer installed, you open Chrome tabs, 10 or 20 Chrome tabs at the same time, or you use heavy softwares like Adobe Premiere Pro or Adobe After Effects, or you use 2-3 softwares at a time, then you should go for a 16GB DDR3 RAM, because the RAM will be able to hold the resources of different application or more application or more data in itself. Then you should go for the 16GB DDR3 RAM. I know the processes will be a bit slow than the DDR4 RAM, but if you have heavy applications running on your computer, then go for the 16GB DDR3 RAM. But if you don't have any antivirus and if you use lighter applications, not that lighter, even if you say that video editing softwares like Wondershare, Filmora and other a little bit heavy softwares, then you can go for the 8GB DDR4 RAM, because the processor will be faster than the DDR3 RAM. So the choice is yours. The situation I have told you, the choice is yours. You can go for either, but my suggestion to you would be, if you have a little more money, then go for 16GB DDR4 RAM. So that is it, and I'm still saying that the question is still pending. Write your answer in the comment section below and get a chance to feature your comment in my next video. So that was it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Catch you guys in the next video. Till then, this is Karan Gade signing off.